The playoffs season about to start. I picked out 5 players, and they have question marks. I'm gonna go over each one of these 5, and tell you why I think they're somebody you want to watch because they each are taking on something new this year. The first person I got is Derrick Rose, and he's a question mark not because can he play. We know he can play. Derrick Rose is a point guard carrying the team into the playoffs. No point guard has really led his team to a title since Isaiah Thomas back in the day, especially at a 6-foot level. Now we're not talking about Magic Johnson, but Derrick Rose is leading a pro team. He's only 3 years out of college, folks. He's carrying that entire franchise on his shoulder. Can he bear up under that pressure in the playoffs? I got Derrick Rose as one guy you want to keep an eye on. Can he continue to carry the Chicago team as they round into form for a deep playoff run? Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard's been in the playoffs. He's done a lot of things, but can he control his emotions, folks? He's been emotional in playoffs. He's pouted. He's got a lot of texts. He's had to sit out games for suspension. Can Dwight Howard maintain his composure as he carries his Orlando Magic team, who, by the way, the trade didn't work. So it's really back on his shoulders again. The trade was to alleviate pressure on him. Well, guess what? There's more pressure. Gilbert Arenas hasn't been what they thought. They probably going to miss the scoring of Vince Carter a little bit. I think Dwight Howard's a player you're going to keep an eye on because as he goes, so goes the Orlando Magic. He's the only really big, dominant big man in the Eastern Conference, so he's key. Chris Bosh. And the reason I use Chris Bosh, Tyler, is because we know what Dwayne Wade's going to bring to the table. He's been bringing it for years. LeBron James is having an MVP caliber season. We know what he's going to bring, and he's proven in the playoffs, deep in the playoffs. Well, Chris Bosh comes to the Toronto Raptors. Never had to worry about a whole lot of playoff pressure. Hadn't been a thing he had to worry about. So Chris Bosh, if he's going to be that third guy in this triumvirate and really make this thing pop, he's got to be the guy and play out of his mind like he's done in certain games this year. He's got to be a 2010 guy in the playoffs, but they're going to make a run because they need a post present, and he needs to get into the post. And the battle guys like Howard and the big guys at Boston and Joakim Noah at Chicago. So Bosh is another guy. The last 2 guys I have obvious answers here, and they're injury reasons. Bynum with the Lakers. I think Bynum, that knee has to hold up. He banged knees on Sunday, and he limped around a little bit. All Laker Nation are nervous about this guy's legs. If his legs go out, the whole playoffs are going to be a problem for him because he takes a lot of pressure off of Kobe and off of Odom and off of Gasol as well in that paint. So Bynum's a guy, I think he's a guy you want to keep around because as he goes in the paint, so goes the Lakers. And the last one is kind of a head scratcher to some folks, but Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan's never really had to battle injury. He's had a pretty healthy career, but he's had nagging injuries all year, and he has 2 things going against him right now. He has Father Time, and Father Time has an evil little accomplice called injuries, and they come together. They usually travel together. When you get older, the nagging injuries come together. So Father Time and the little nagging injuries, he has the ankle, he has another little leg injuries Tim Duncan did. So if he can stay healthy and play major minutes, he makes Ginobili better, he makes Parker better, he makes those young guys better that are coming along slowly for the Spurs. So my list again, Rose, Howard, Bosh, Bynum, and Duncan. Those are my 5 guys to watch, and as they go, so go their team's playoff runs. That's my list. That's the K.O. Baker Law Firm list. I mean, once again, give them a